What's up, everybody? Oof. Welcome. Today's the 3rd of May, 2015. This is weird. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get to it, because I don't want to focus on how weird it is, because it's really weird. Today we're going to be going with LA Shaving Soap Company ccxiii, aka 213, the old school original zip area code, excuse me, for Los Angeles, which of course is where the Los Angeles Soap Company is based out of. Oh man, so got here. We're just gonna get right into it. I'm in, obviously, as you can tell, these are not the normal surroundings. I am in Knoxville. I got here yesterday, a little later than I anticipated. Took me a little bit longer than I intended to get out of Nashville. Whether or not that was somewhat on purpose, whatever. That's not really your decision. That's not your place to tell me. So, anyway, today's brush, of course, is gonna be Laguna Seca Badger. Let's go ahead and get this lather belted. So I've been kind of running around for the most part of the day. You know, just, I guess, having a look around and getting some stuff that I need. Excuse me. So, you know, so I can actually live here for a bit. And by here, I mean this current place that I'm in. I'm in one of those extended stay hotels. And I don't know what the hell I was expecting. Well, I guess I did know, because I used to have a friend named Brad, if you know that guy. Rest in peace, Mr. Baker. And he used to live in, he actually was all about these extended stay hotels. And he was in a couple of them in the time that I knew him. And they all seem to be bigger and better than this one. But, you know, I don't really know that it's my my place to be that choosy right about now. So I'll just make the best of it until I can very happily get out of here. Starting a new job tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Did have a look around the city today. Of course, I'm in Knoxville. It's going to be weird. I'm not saying Nashville anymore, but I'm in Knoxville. There's a couple interesting bits of the city. Today's razor is going to be an old friend, BBS1 from Los Angeles Shaving Company as well. Also OEM is Wolfman Razors. Going to be going with a Voskhod blade. I forgot to bring my silver blues, and I can feel the menthol on this already. Anyway, doesn't matter. Whatever. So yes, the old friend, the BBS1. I like this razor. This sink does not hold water in it, so I'm going to be running water from on occasion. This razor is different from the rest of my razors on a couple of accounts. This actually is my only polished razor, and this is my only safety bar razor as well. But that just shows you how good of a razor it is if I made 2 exceptions when I got this one. I think this lather may be a little bit too thick. Too dry, I should say. Nothing a bit of water can't help. Actually, let's go ahead and do that right now. So, I think I may have a bit of sunburn on the top of the head. Although I don't, you know, it's not bad right now. But I did make the entire drive with the roof down. It's about 3 hours or so, but it was a beautiful day. I think the temperature was right at about 70 degrees for the duration of the drive. Wow, this has quite a bit of menthol. This is pretty cold soap. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's little lines. Even though this is a closed, a safety bar razor, it still does manage to leave a little bit of a lather behind when it passes, which is why I originally liked the thing in the first place. Glad to have it back. Wow, this is actually a pretty cold little soap. This is my second go with it. I got a sample. John was very nice enough, very kind, to send me a sample a while ago, and I was crazy about the scent straight away. This stuff smells really good. If you had or have, there was a soap that he made called Summer Down Under. Again, that's Los Angeles shaving soap company. And I'll link to the page down here in the particulars for the video. I don't know if Summer Down Under is still available, but that was kind of like version 1 of this soap, and it's really good. And this is one of the very few veggie soaps that I actually do like. Don't know exactly why. This is one of those 5-ingredient soaps, but it's just, they work so well for me. This razor works really well for me too. So glad to have back. So glad for this joint to be back in my hands. I hope you guys were able to get some of the Barrister Man Fougères. I think they're still in stock, which is crazy, because usually those things don't last like longer than a couple of hours. So last I checked, I think both formulas were still in stock. Don't hold me to that, but that's what I remember seeing. So I highly suggest that if you don't have them, to head on over to the Barrister Man website, get yourself some of that good stuff. I think both formulas are still, I think both formulas actually are still in stock, which again is crazy. So, I was talking to a couple of friends last night. There actually was a pretty good event here in Knoxville. That sucks. There was a pretty good event here in Knoxville. A guy from Atlanta came up to play named Stan. He does a party in Atlanta called tambor, which is the Spanish word for drum, but it's a house event. It's a monthly. And I remember a friend of mine in Atlanta used to do a monthly drum and bass event. This was years ago. he used to do a monthly drum and bass event called Tambor, which, you know, again is, or excuse me, Tambor y Bajo, which are the Spanish words for drum and bass, even though in Spanish you don't call drum and bass music tambor y bajo. You can't. I've heard people refer to it like that, but nobody really does it. Anyway, so yeah, the guy, you know, he started the night tambor, and Anthony was not happy about that. That's just funny memories. Anyway, so yeah, Stan played here last night in Knoxville. I would have liked to have gone, but I was just rinsed yesterday. After that drive and the very long day that I had yesterday before I even got on the road, I was not able to go. But anyway, like I was saying, talked to a couple of friends last night on the Facebook. And they hipped me, excuse me, to a couple of events coming up here in Knoxville. Techno is a thing here, which is really cool. You know, as much as I love Nashville, Nashville did not like techno. Nashville loves house, but they don't. Techno's never really been Nashville's thing, which is most unfortunate. Although one of the guys that I was talking to last night, he does a techno like regularly occurring night in Nashville. So he put me on to a couple of people here and a couple of events, and he's going to be coming. He's playing, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that though. But I know he'll at least be here. It'll be nice to see him. He's a good dude. This is probably right around the same menthol level as I Coloniale, which is right at like my top end of menthol that I like in a soap. I'm not really the world's biggest menth head. Some people absolutely love it, and that's fine. I'm not really, as far as soaps go, I can take it or leave it. If it's in the soap and I like the soap, it's no big deal. And I know I've learned that I prefer peppermint oil, excuse me, to menthol in a soap. But it doesn't matter because this is good stuff, and it smells really nice. He used wine. I don't remember exactly what kind of wine. Cabernet Sauvignon instead of water in the soap, and you can absolutely, you can tell it's really, really good. One of the nice things about these Los Angeles Shaving Company soaps is that he uses nothing but essential oils for the scents. That's not to say that fragrance oils are a bad thing, but you know, for those of you that for whatever reason don't like fragrance oils, you know, if they bother your skin or whatever, then absolutely have a look at Los Angeles Shaving Soap Company offerings, because they all use only essential oils, and they're all really nice. If for some reason you had a gun to my head and I was still talking to you, because I generally don't talk to people that put guns to my head, I would tell you to check out, excuse me, Woody Lavender, because it's really, really good. I mean, I like lavender anyway, but that's just a really nice lavender scent. It's called Woody Lavender because there is a woody undertone, which, you know, I guess cuts through a bit of the sharpness of the lavender, which some people, I guess, they just don't like really sharp lavenders. I do personally, but That one is good. Topanga Fougere is incredible. That's actually the very first one that I got from the Los Angeles Shaving Soap Company, and that is a hell of a Fougere. Fougere madness is still running rampant, excuse me, amongst soap manufacturers. And yeah, check that out because it's good. This blade is getting a little tuggy. I don't think that this is the blade for this razor. I guess I didn't make that determination before. I am going to be going back to Nashville next weekend. Pick up some stuff for my place. Homeboy's little daughter is having a birthday as well, and I cannot break her heart by not being there, so I have to go. And I'll be sure to pick up some of my beloved silver blues, because they did work well in this razor before. Excuse me. I really hope my head doesn't peel tomorrow. That's not the best first impression to make, I'd say. But they did like my haircut in the interview, so. This is a tiny little place. Tiny little room. Honestly, if I had to guess, I'd say it was like maybe 140, 150 square feet. And that's coming from somebody who is very good at small space living, but that is just really small. I don't think I've ever been in a hotel room this small. And I've stayed at microtels a few times. I think this thing has a, whatever the size bed is under the one below a queen, I think that's what size bed, full maybe, or twin, one of those two. Whatever the one is just below a queen size bed, that's what I think is in here. And this mirror is super close. It's a lot closer than I'm used to using. And it's a lot closer than you guys are used to being to my face. It's pretty pleasant, isn't it? Don't front. Leave this running for a little bit while I work this soap a bit. Not necessary. I just like to refresh the lather every now and again, slash often throughout the shave, because it takes me a little bit longer to shave than most people. In true weird hotel fashion, this place smells funny. Wouldn't be a seedy hotel without that. It doesn't smell organic. It doesn't smell like people or anything like that. Just has a weirdo, just stale smell. finally got a very good offer on my place. Just as I was leaving, this girl, she, if I'm not mistaken, she is a Vanderbilt student. She's going to be moving here to do her whatevering at Vanderbilt. So mommy's gonna get her place, which is kind of weird because, you know, I busted my ass to get that place. That was a lot of years of hard work on my part, you know. And to think that this prospective buyer is going to be getting the money, or, you know, it's being whatever by her parents so she can go to school. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, good for her, because if I had kids, I would love to be able to, actually, if I had kids, I would do that for them if possible. But I guess it's just kind of I don't know, it's just weird. It's weird. I'm rambling. That's okay. Everybody's allowed to ramble on occasion. Anyway, so yeah, good offer. They kind of came incorrect at first. I countered, and they were with it. So I'm expecting to see, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, you guys send good vibes too. Hoping to have a contract very soon. And put that behind me. One less thing to stress, you know. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Pardon. Yeah, I'm really hoping to have that offer very soon. So again, prayers and good vibes, send them my way. I'm recording this in a lower resolution because the internet connection here is bootay, and I just don't really want to tax it because something tells me it's going to take quite a bit of time to get this uploaded, so I may just go straight to the phone and upload it using my phone's connection. Hope everybody enjoyed the fight last night. All you people complaining about it being boring, I have no idea why you didn't expect that. Also, Jon Jones, let's talk about that for a second. Not really the world's biggest Jon Jones fan, but that dude messed up royally. Hit and run? Come on, dude. You've got crazy loot. Why did you do that? Anyway, he did it, and now he's been stripped of his title, and he's suspended indefinitely. And now, the main event for UFC 187 is going to be Daniel Cormier versus Anthony Johnson. Johnson was slated to meet Jones for the title, but with Jones being an idiot, Daniel Cormier has now stepped in, and that's going to be your light heavyweight title fight. I'm gonna try a Sputnik in this razor on Tuesday. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. I will say though, going in like this is against the grain and it's comfortable. It's leaving a lot of hair behind, but it's at least comfortable. So that's a plus with these blades. Kind of tired, you guys, and I can't believe this thing still hasn't wanted me to stop recording. I'm almost done anyway. They smell so nice. I wish I had my Barrister and Man Fougere Classique aftershave, but like I said, I'll go grab it in the Nashville. It's weird to have a shelf right in front of the mirror. I'm not used to that. I can get used to it. I gotta do some grocery shopping. This place at least has a couple of burners so I can cook with instead of relying on like restaurants. I gotta grab some cookware from Nashville as well. I still have a lot of things both in my place and in the storage unit. I left a lot of stuff in the place so I can leave it staged. Because I still have showings, and I had one today. Don't remember what time. But if they want the place, they better hurry up and put in an offer. Because Little Miss Doctor is for real. Seems to be for real, I should say. She's already made her earnest money non-refundable. So, looks like she's pretty serious. A good amount, no less. And I think, if I remember correctly, her financing has already been approved. Not pre-approved, but like full-on approved. For a decent chunk more than the agreed upon price. So, again, you guys, good vibes. Give them to me. All right, and that's pretty much it here. Excuse me. Right, all right, all right. Still a ton of lather left in the brush. That's a 28mm knot, and it is bursting at the non-existent seams with lather. There's a lot of lather in there. Alrighty, so I'm going to go with ccxiii Classic Clubman, one of my favorites. And it should be one of your favorites too. Man, I love the way this stuff smells. It's got a good sting too. All right, and that's going to be it. Hope you guys have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you guys didn't lose too much money on the fight last night. I know a lot of you lost at least $100. Anyways, peace. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.